Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, let's see what's going on here with Capricorn and who needs to hear a message. I'm not feeling like it's those cards, so that's okay. Let's grab these. See how those just came out. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I like to take the cards that fall out. I like to take the deck that I feel a connection with, or I feel that there's a message in there. All right, so we have the Wheel. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Four of Wands. So I feel like it's change within, maybe there has been some change or needs to be some change within a partnership. It could be a work partnership, it could be a family, like friendship, it could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, any kind of, I feel like there is a partnership or a working together that you feel that there needs to be some change, and you're trying to figure out, how do I change it? How do things need to change? Trying to figure that out with the Ace of Swords. We have the Magician, which I feel like maybe you need to step up to the plate and take control of this situation. We have the Infinity sign, which is individual empowerment and everlasting love. I feel like you have a connection to this partnership. I feel that you definitely feel something for this partnership, but I feel like you want change and you're trying to figure out the answer. I feel that you need to look at both sides, all sides of the situation before you make a choice. I do feel you need to step up to the plate. I do feel that you need to take control of the situation, or you at least have to have control and realize what it is that you're feeling about the relationship. Like, how do you truly feel about it? And what is going to work best for you? But I also feel like you need to be in this Two of Swords energy where you're looking at all sides of the situation. I don't feel that it's something that is a quick decision. And then we have the Two of Wands. And you have to figure out the path that is best for you, where the sun is being illuminated on the stag here. And I feel like it's being strong and being the leader, right? Because that's what the stag is he is the leader of the herd. And it's like looking at, how do you lead this situation? But he stopped before he's at the Two of Wands. So I feel like it's not rushing anything. Whatever your choice, I feel like you want change. I feel like you're trying to figure out the situation, but I feel definitely that this is not something that you need to rush. Again, I'm looking at the moon cycle here, so it could be within the next month or a couple months, but I just feel like that also represents time. I feel like the big message for you here is to take your time in this decision, because this is something that I feel you have a lot of emotions with. I feel like you have a lot of feelings about. I feel that part of you wants to stay and keep things the way that they are, but part of you wants to move on. And I feel like you have a lot of emotions swirling around you. I also feel that you're tired. I feel that you've been through a lot. I feel like you've hung in there. I feel like you've tried your best to make things happen. I feel like you've tried to hang in there the best that you could, but I feel like you feel like it's run its course. You feel like it's kind of coming to an end. I feel that you could be feeling overwhelmed by the whole situation. Sometimes when we have a situation where we want change, but yet we're kind of grounded in this situation, it's like, how do I make this change? And it almost becomes overwhelming. It's like, where do I start? Where do I go from here? What is my choices? I also feel like there might be some new opportunities that are coming in for you. Again, not rushing. Seven of Pentacles is kind of taking that time out, taking stock of what you have in your plus column. I almost feel like it's in order to find your answer and not be overwhelmed, again, as I always say, is like write down all of your feelings, write down all of your thoughts. What are those emotions? What are those things that you're going through? And prioritize those, or to look at those and to understand those. And I also feel like it's really looking within yourself to say, for some of you, I feel like there's a new relationship on the horizon. I don't know. I just had to say that, like when this card came out. I feel like it could be a new love. It could be a partnership. It could be that you find that thing that you really love, that you really enjoy, like within work, like you start your own business or a company, or you find that job. You're like, oh my gosh, this is a dream job. But I also feel like it's getting that passion back in your life. And you have to say, okay, what brings me passion? What brings me joy? What do I love to do? What, if I want change, what does that represent to you? What does that mean to you? I feel like this here is what you want to change, whatever that represents there. And I feel like the other cards around it are kind of the cards that are saying, make sure that you take your time, make sure that, you really see what's going on, you figure out how you feel, you figure out what makes you happy, what is the best path for you. We have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Swords. Right, figuring out what it is that you love and what is your passion, and being strong in your choice when you make your decision. And once you make your decision, you have all of this weight lifted off your shoulders, and then you're ready to reach out. I feel like it's like you're ready to, start new, communicate with the Page of Wands. And I feel like it's facing this Three of Swords head on, because I feel like this is a difficult decision for you. There also could be that feeling of loss. Like I said, I feel like it's something that you love and that you've become attached to. And when you have to leave that, but you know that it's the right decision for you, and okay, this is the next step. Like it's when you're younger, or you have to make that decision that there's a better job opportunity for you in a different area, and you're like, you're going to have to leave everything that but it's like, hey, this opportunity is amazing, and it's hard. It's like you don't want to leave what you're used to and that comfort level, but that this is an opportunity. Or you meet that person and they live farther away, and so you're going to move to that area for that person, and it's like it's hard to leave the life that you've built, but it's a decision that you feel that is really going to help you grow and make you happy. So I don't feel that there is, like, I just feel like this is that type of a loss where it's kind of confronting that and saying, yes, this is going to hurt, but this is something that I really need to do in order for me to grow and to become stronger, and to, with the Page, new energy, right? It's those new actions and those new things that you're doing that are exciting for you. And that's what life is about, is when you have those challenges and you have those opportunities and you just have this feeling and you just know that, okay, this is what I need to do. But I definitely feel like because this is such a big thing, I feel like this is a really big thing for you. I feel like it's definitely take your time and make sure that when you do it, you're truly ready. But I feel like when you're ready to make the change and the choice, I feel like you're in 100%. Like there's no going back, and you're feeling confident about it. And that's definitely a good thing. Sometimes, we have those opportunities where we act a little silly or we don't really think it through, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like this is something that is bigger. Like I said before, I feel like it's something that you're attached to and that it's hard for you to leave. All right, let's get a fortune reading card for this reading for Capricorn. Patience. That's so funny, because that's what I was talking about the whole time, is patience. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. Making sure that your mind is clear, right? Because I feel like here you're a little overwhelmed, like you're tired, you're exhausted, you're ready to give up, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling overwhelmed. And I feel like it's kind of like this card here is being patient and just kind of taking stock of what's going on here, and to change your attitude and clear your mind and say, okay, this is something that is coming up. This is something that I feel is important for me, and I don't want to rush it. But I feel like when you change your attitude and you clear your mind, then you have that clarity, right, on the direction that you want to go in, and following your heart, following your passion. All right, let's grab a numerology card. I like this one. We have number 48, financial discipline. This may be something that is going to affect your finances. So does that need to be taken into effect in order for you to have these changes, right? Or is this something that, will free up your financial situation? With this King of Pentacles here, is this a new opportunity for you that can really help you to come into a better financial situation? Or is this where you have to have financial discipline in order to make this happen? So that's kind of, maybe that's a factor that is affecting your choice and your decision. So to make sure that you think that through thoroughly too. All right, that one literally went flying. We have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Without a doubt, making your dreams real, I feel like it kind of goes with the Magician there. For some reason, my eye went right to that. And having the power and the ability to line everything up to make your dreams real, whatever that may represent to you, whatever that dream is to you. If you want to make your dreams real, you have to put yourself in that energy, that you trust yourself and that you can make it happen, and that it will happen for you, and that you take the actions to make it happen. That if, not just sitting back and just saying, well, this is what I would like to happen and I want to manifest this, but it's definitely different layers. Like, you have to take actions to make that dream real. And to put yourself in the situations, or to learn about things, or to do things to make those dreams real. There may be some financial discipline that is needed now, but in the future that you're making your dreams real, and that becomes better, right? Sometimes it's kind of sacrificing one area in order to achieve something in another area. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons for this reading. For Capricorn. We have understanding, looking at both sides. So definitely a lot about choices, looking at all of you have got the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Wands, and you have understanding, looking at both sides. So I feel like that's repeating energy there for you, is to make sure that you're clear about the path that you want to go in. Is it perfect? No. We always have those challenges. We have those things that will happen for us. But making sure that, understanding that if this is what you do, like, this is what's going to happen, but having that understanding within yourself that this is the direction that you want to go in. And then let's grab an energy oracle for this reading for Capricorn. I guess we'll take this one, right? The Sun. I love it. Number 1. I feel like that represents new beginnings and new starts and positive energy that wants to come in for you, positive things that happen. Sometimes we can't, like I said, we have to kind of go through this, tougher times or bigger decisions in order to achieve and make our dreams real. But if you don't take the chances, then you'll never know and you'll never find out. So I'm a firm believer of taking the chance, and just, if you really feel that, you've thought it through and you feel this is the right thing for you, is I'd rather take the chance and see what happens rather than sit back and never do anything. That's just my personal outlook. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.